Hello everyone and welcome to the Luxury Home Show. I'm Hannah and today I'm going to be showing you around this gorgeous home behind me. The designer Jason Good carefully renovated and extended an arts and crafts house to create this exceptional and contemporary 6-bedroom home of over 5,000 square feet. As you can see, we've got an expansive terrace, a swimming pool, a gym, a beautifully landscaped garden, tennis courts, and there's so much more. I can't wait to show you, so let's start the tour at the front of the property. Now this house is in Bromley, which is only 30 minutes by train straight into London, so nice and close to the city there. So here we are, we've got the beautifully asymmetric facade to the house and this very elegant roof line. And like I said, they've sympathetically done this house and renovated it. They actually used traditional lime render on the front, so you still feel the character of the original house. So I'm just going to take you over here through this beautiful front lawn to this gorgeous, majestic, mature olive tree. This is about 150 to 200 years old. Now the owners, Matt and Lucy, got married abroad surrounded by olive trees. And as an incredibly romantic gesture, Matt actually bought this for Lucy. They got it imported over from Spain, planted here to remember their wonderful wedding day. Love is not dead. Okay, right, we're gonna head inside now through this really grand stepped brick archway that leads us to the door and inside. So here we are into the very wide entrance hallway, really lovely. And then on the floor, we've got black stained oak flooring in a chevron pattern, and that runs through the majority of the ground floor, and it's heated, which is always what we want to hear on a cold day like today. And I can see all the way through to the garden, which is just such a beautiful view. We'll have to show you that later. On my right, we've got the study, but I want to check out on my left first the former living room. So follow me through these double doors into this decadent space. I feel like I'm in the Great Gatsby or something. Wow, got a piano. Look at these elegant sofas here in this beautiful velvet fabric. And then on the walls, I love this. This is a really textured fabric wallpaper in a deep dark blue by Brian Yates, which just draws you in, like I said, on a cold day like today. It's very calming in here. And then we've got an electric fire. Oh, that feels lovely. And then on the floor, look, I match. What an incredible rug. I love the design of this. The design of the whole room is absolutely sumptuous as well. Like I can just imagine just curling up here on a chair with a book, hot chocolate, oh, lovely. If you want to listen to some music, we've got integrated speakers in the ceiling, and that's by Art Acoustic. See what they did there. And then just around here, there's actually access through to the kitchen through these crittle doors. Again, I'll show you that a bit later. Right, well, if we can pull ourselves away from this cozy space, it's in stark contrast to the rest of the house, which is full of light-filled spaces. So we'll come back into the much brighter entrance hallway and into the study. Another very calming room. This is a study of dreams. I could imagine getting a lot of important work done in here. It does feel like a little bit of a hideaway, like a little log cabin, and that is definitely helped by the log burning stove here in the former ingle nook. Got some nice wood here. I love when contemporary homes do use those accents of raw materials, whether it's wood or this open brick feature wall here, just to warm a space up and make it feel a little bit more homely. And I can definitely feel the underfloor heating doing its job in here. Right, lots of lovely natural light coming through as well, very important for a study. And then here we have this bespoke cabinetry, a bit of a feature wall going on here. So TV, can do your very important Zoom calls. And then another feature wall here with this slated timber. Oh yeah, beautiful. Right, into the entrance hallway again, and I do have to show you this little area. What a nice little nook where you can just put your shoes on and off. Nice bit of light flooding through. And this is also, they've got a Lutron lighting keypad here, very easy to use. Hallway landing, good night, entertain blinds, handy. Then on my left, we've got loads of different rooms, utility, guest room, I'll show you that later. On my right, this beautiful open tread staircase there, and then a wall of towering glass where you get a little glimpse of a side garden there. I can see bamboo and tree ferns through these black crystal doors, down a step into the most beautiful open plan kitchen. Wow. The views are breathtaking. I will show you very shortly, but first of all, we've got our dining room area, which is lovely that it is part of the kitchen. It feels a lot more social and casual, and having a big circular table means you can get a lot more people around it. So, oh, what a place to have your breakfast, lunch and dinner looking out onto your beautiful, immaculate garden. And then through here, we've got really lovely flooring here, which is again underfloor heating. So it looks very contemporary, but it's also cozy and warm as well. And then onto one of the biggest kitchen islands I've ever seen. This is not only where you've got your induction hob, your sink, this is all of your prep space as well. You've got a breakfast bar and it's marble topped. I love the design of this with this grey veining going through it. Now this kitchen has been designed by Boffy, and most of the appliances are Gaggenau, so top-notch kitchen. And check this out, how smart is this extractor fan? I mean, that is so cool. If I had my friends over, what a way to impress. Cooking, extractor fanning. Oh yeah, that's so cool. All right, while that's doing that, let me just show you all of the storage that we have. So much storage. That's what you want with a busy house. There's 5 of them, 3 kids, so very easy to keep clean and put everything away. It's handleless, it feels very contemporary and sleek and modern. There it is, it's done its thing. Hey. Let's put it down just because it's fun. Oh, very cool. Then here we've got bespoke cabinetry. So again, lots more storage, integrated appliances. As with every luxury property, we've got your tea and coffee making facilities hidden behind doors, so you can keep all of that behind there. So when you've got people coming over, you can hide all the mess, just like that. Here we go, we've got an oven, microwave, warming drawer, and then we've got double fridge and freezer, wonderful stuff. And then here we've got another huge glass wall. So again, lots of lovely natural light coming in from both sides. And you just, feel really close to nature there. I love that we've got trees and everything. So you can have a little seat here, just a nice little spot there. Oh, there's like a water feature as well. These just areas are beautiful. Oh, lovely. And then look at this for a storage wall. How neat and tidy is this? Everything from your pasta, your spices, olive oils, biscuits, all on show, but looks incredibly well kept. And what have we got here? The important stuff. We've got Jammy Dodgers, Oreos, and what looks like a vanilla Oreo. Which would you go for? The most important question. And also, just want to point out this amazingly textured and patterned tiling on the wall. Just these little touches are so lovely. Oh, got LED lighting as well, down lighting. I'm always a fan of any hidden lamps or lighting, just to create a bit of mood and atmosphere in any room. Now, I told you I'd show you these views. I mean, wow. Such a beautifully landscaped garden, and Matt and Lucy did spend a lot of time and money making it look like this, and it absolutely is worth it. Wow. And then we've got a series of black steel columns here that support this huge wall of retractable glazing. This is massive, and it would have cost a lot, but again, it just is so worth it. So these swing all the way open, and it's just an absolutely seamless transition from inside to outside. It really blurs the distinctions between the 2 rooms, because that sort of still does feel like its own separate room. It's completely level threshold as well, so there's no bumps. Swing them open and you walk straight out. Even the tiling is the same. They've really thought about this.
You go first.
Yeah, hi, my name's Matt. I work in the film and TV industry. I run a rental company, and I've been doing it pretty much all my life.
I'm Lucy, and I'm a mum of 3. We have 3 beautiful children, and I'm a personal trainer.
Yes, I mean, I've kind of grown up in this area my whole life. Always aspired to live in kind of this beautiful estate.
I think growing up for both of us, it was just kind of a dream location for us.
Found this house probably around about 10 years ago, I think, from memory. We bought it. The plan was originally to kind of knock the house down and build a very kind of modern structure. We engaged with an architect called Jason Good. Got sign off from the estate where we live, but the local council kind of refused the permission because this is one of the original houses that got built in the park. We've got young children and we were living around the corner in rented accommodation, and our patience levels were very low, and we just didn't really kind of want to wait any longer to kind of put in for extra planning permission and knock the house down. So we decided to kind of adjust our plans, and rather than knock the house down was to kind of gut the house, take it down to a core shell. If I would have had more patience, or we would have had more patience, probably in hindsight, I still would have liked to have had more time and maybe knock the house down and build something completely new. We just didn't have the patience to wait, and we were renting like around the corner and it wasn't ideal, and we just wanted to kind of get going with a project. But if I had my time again, I probably would have had a bit more patience, maybe adjusted the kind of plans to kind of get it through planning. However, on the flip side of that, obviously is cost. Do like the nice tiles and the nice bathrooms, and had we done the new build, I just think we would have not had enough money to kind of do what we wanted to do. So doing what we did allow us to kind of really kind of push the boundaries on the interiors.
I think what was nice about the fact that we maybe had a little bit more of a budget for the garden as well. We made sure that when we were doing the project that we had a specific budget to get the garden done and all the planting in, and actually the house the garden was completely finished, and then we were still sort of doing the interiors to the house, weren't we, at the same time?
I mean, the garden was what sold me this house in the first place. It didn't look anything like how it looks now, but when I kind of first came here and saw kind of what could be done, it kind of really excited me, and kind of, we did spend an awful lot of money on the garden. I suppose you're looking at it every day from all the rooms, and we did definitely kind of go for it on the garden, that's for sure.
The inspiration behind the design of this house was an eclectic mix really from both of us. Matt likes very industrial, streamlined, super slick. He was really pushing for kind of polished concrete floors in the kitchen, and I was just like, no, that's just too far for me. I love it, but I just wanted everything to be a little bit softer, a bit more of a mix of materials, and as an example of the tiles behind us, behind the cabinetry, I think originally we were just gonna kind of paint it, and I was like, well, hang on a minute, we can do a bit of a feature here. I think when it came to sort of doing the interiors, like the actual furniture pieces, we were quite good at compromising and kind of looking at what key items we could put in each room. The blue and green room that we love, we've got some really lovely timeless pieces in there, but the side cabinet, as an example, was an IKEA cabinet, and you would never really know. So we were quite good to kind of pick and choose the bits that we spent the money on, and then we kind of budgeted for other items. I think with children, you can't really get away with super slick, super clean all of the time. You need to have some softer furnishings to be able to kind of mix in. If you've got toys everywhere, then that super modern look is not going to go down very well with toys and different things going on in the house. My favourite room is our bedroom. We fully designed that for us in mind, didn't we? It's clean, it's simple, feels luxurious, and the bath says it all really, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very nice.
Empress-sized bed. It's my little haven.
I'd have to be the gym, to be fair. Previously, we always had like a little room to kind of like work out and exercise, but obviously this is, what we've got now is like amazing. I mean, in the summer I can kind of do a workout, and then like, my dream was always to kind of do a workout and then jump in the pool, and I can kind of now do that, which is great. And I was in there this morning. I'm in there most days, and it's a real, I suppose, kind of important part of the house for me, for sure. We'd never say never to like another project. Our children kind of go to school around about half an hour away, so we're always teetering on the kind of possibility of maybe kind of moving out closer to where the kids go to school. I vowed after kind of project managing this house a few years ago that I'd never ever do it again because it pretty much took over my whole life. However, I'm kind of at that stage where I'd actually be kind of quite interested, excited to kind of do another project.
I think it's in me to go one more time, and do another project. Our kids are getting that little bit older now. Our youngest is nearly 4, so he's going to be at full-time school from September. So I feel like he's going to be sorted, and potentially I feel like I would have the energy to take on another project again. But yeah, I would definitely, my next sort of inspiration for a new home would be Studio McGee, Soho House, kind of modern country barn. That would be ideal. But I do love it. I do love it here. We're very happy.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so kitchen done. Now back into the entrance hallway. And I'm going to take you to my right into the lounge. Oh, this is cozy. So this is your second living room, but it's a little bit more cozy, a bit more casual. Can imagine the kids coming back from school, kicking back, watching the TV, and you get those views out to the garden again through more incredible glazing. Now, if you are enjoying the tour so far, I hope you are, give us a like, and if you haven't already, do hit that subscribe button. And if you have a luxury property that you'd like to be featured on the channel, we would love to hear from you. So I'm going to put the email up on the screen, get in touch, and it doesn't just have to be properties that are for sale. Maybe you're an architect or an interior designer and you want to talk about something that you've worked on, or you're just a really proud homeowner. We'd love to hear from you, so get in touch. Right, on with the rest of the tour. Back into the entrance hallway, front door right in front of me. To my left is the hallway. We've got a boot room, very handy for all your coats and your bags. And then, look at this for a powder room. Feels very moody and, dare I say it, a little bit sexy. I love this sort of matte paint here on the walls and on the toilet. I've never seen like a black matte toilet before. And then we've got Salvatore marble in this beautiful sort of angular basin here. And we've got marbling on the floor as well in this beautiful grey tone. And then we've got Antoni Lupi mirror. Very nice here. I love this. Integrated speakers as well. Oh, lovely. Okay, further down, garage on my right. Continuing, then we've got the utility room, laundry room, incredibly handy. I mean, the amount of natural light flooding in through those skylights is incredible, as is the artwork. Look at these. Wow, fantastic. It's like your own little art gallery down here. And then we have another bathroom. This is sort of the ensuite to the guest bedroom just next door. Now this was inspired by Matt's ideas. Matt very much likes the industrial kind of design. So raw materials, we've got concrete and sort of like polished plaster, whereas Lucy likes a little bit more of the homely Studio McGee design. So there was definitely a coming together of ideas, but this is his idea. Really cool. Again, that skylight and downlights. Got uplights here as well, embedded into the flooring. And then on my right, we've got a guest bedroom. Beautiful green tone there on the walls and carpet. Just that little added luxury. All right, and through here, access there actually into the garden. This is what I call a home gym. Lucy is actually a personal trainer and works from here, so it had to be high spec. And look at all the equipment, got big mirrors as well and more skylights and kind of rubberized flooring, which is nice and soft. And look at that for a view. We've got more of this retractable glazing there. That's motivation enough, isn't it? Pop down to your own gym, have that as a view. You can pull these open in the summer, you can be working away, getting some of that vitamin D. Oh wow, no excuses.
Well, I'm Jason Good. I'm the co-founder of Jason Good Architecture. This is a project in Bromley, and it's a very exciting project that we started 10 years ago. We were actually introduced through a landscape architect which was a really interesting and a lovely way to start a project and a discussion with a client. This house is one of the original arts and crafts houses within this estate, and or development, I should call it. And it was, about 1920s that this development started, and this is one of the houses of many. It was the Roger brothers who were developers and bought, I think, 160 acres, and they had traveled around. They did quite a bit of work in Australia, and they traveled to the US and were inspired by the open space, the open plan, suburban, and developments, and that was inspired this place. The reason we started with a new build was the house, although it was charming in a sense, it had been sort of adapted for so many years that it was a really quite dysfunctional family home. It had a nice elevation, but beyond that, it didn't sort of flow well. And so we looked at it and we thought, there's a lot of work to be done. We still get often in those discussions early on, when you have an existing property, what's the right solution? Do you retain, do you refurbish, do you do new build? And I think in hindsight, the project evolved quite naturally to a refurbish and retain through that process of looking at new build, the pros and cons, talking with the local resident committee and association. We talked with the planners. So it was quite an open conversation. From the front, we pretty much retained everything of the original arts and crafts. And I think we tried consciously to make and enhance what we had available to us. When it came to the back of the house, that's the part which had been really, I guess, quite literally butchered apart over the years. There was less to retain. So what we tried to do was stitch in some of the old character and the new character. You might have seen at the top of the house, we reconstructed some of the pitched roofs and created some of the symmetry that some of the original house might have had. So it was sort of piecing together the bones, but then also introducing a modern sort of companion to it. We've added to this house what we'd call a thermal performing envelope. What really that means is that we've wrapped the existing structure, the new and the old, with an external layer of insulation and replaced all the windows with new windows. And the idea is that we can build a really sustainable house that has low energy, low running costs, and controls the environment internally very well. Working with Matt and Lucy was a very nice experience. As architects, we always say a good client, good project. It is important and that you have a good relationship with the client, because it's a big investment for them. And it's a big investment in our time. And I think putting those factors, you want to have a good relationship where you have an open conversation. You have some sort of common design aspiration. And I think what I really appreciated about the start of the conversation was about design. And I met them not far from here in another place in Bromley, and they were living there. And I opened the door instantly. I thought, they sort of have an eye already. And I have to say, Matt was heavily invested in this project, and which was, I think, a very nice thing to see a client so invested. I think it was a big undertaking for him and a big sacrifice on some of the other things he probably wanted to be doing with his own business. But I think he got some enjoyment out of it, and I appreciated the investment they made into the conversations about design. So that's the process. So yeah, they were fantastic to work with, and after 10 years we stay in touch and hope to do another project together.
Right, we're back in the entrance hallway, and I'm going to take you upstairs to check out all the bedrooms. First of all though, this is a cool little feature. This is an aesthetically pleasing child gate. I would never know that was to keep the children safe, but that's very well integrated there. And then up we go, this open tread staircase here, which is just so beautiful. And then it takes you up here to a little Juliet balcony. And saw me down there earlier, a little reading nook with a beautiful water feature there, and this incredible glass wall here that lets in so much natural light. And of course, I can touch the trees, I can touch the nature. It's lovely to bring that in. All right, up we go. Amazing light features as well. And then A bit of a feature wall here with lots of lovely photos. I'm going to take you first of all into the principal suite, and it is a suite, not just a bedroom, it's magnificent, and it actually spans the rear of the property. We start with a little seating area, maybe you can welcome your guests in while you're getting ready, and then this is the ensuite. I mean, I don't think it's fair to call this an ensuite. This is a full-on spa bathroom, separate toilet, separate walk-in shower, and what I think could be deemed a small swimming pool. This is absolutely huge, and you get to look out over that beautiful garden there while you're soaking in the tub. Wow, dual basins, marble worktop here, LED lighting around it, this huge mirror, and this vaulted ceiling, which just creates so much space in here. And oh my goodness, I don't want to leave. But I'm going to, I have to. We're going to go now into the bedroom, which is just as nice. We've got an emperor-sized bed, a magnificent light feature. So we've got the vaulted ceiling in here as well. And then a walk-in wardrobe. It wouldn't be a luxury property without one of these, would it? Wow, bespoke cabinetry, all by Polyform. And I mean, if you needed to find an outfit, everything is on display. Very neat and tidy. Wow, I'm not sure if mine would look like this. Beautiful. And then we've got these lovely pocket sliding doors here. Oh, it's just the little touches. Bye. So we're back on the landing, and on this floor there are 3 further bedrooms that run at the front of the property and a family bathroom. One of them has a walk-in wardrobe and one has an ensuite. Which would you choose? I'm definitely leaning towards the walk-in wardrobe. But let me know in the comments, more people might prefer an ensuite. Right, I'm going to take you into one of the rooms because I love this window. Wow, such a creative design, like arts and crafts, feels a little bit art deco, really pretty. And then we got an ensuite, very handy, especially the older they get as teenagers. Okay, we're going to go up to the last floor. Okay, here we are in the original loft space that's been reimagined into what I would call the guest quarters. So someone could just take over this floor and, you know, it's your own space, very private. Again, amazing amounts of light coming in. This pleases me. Bit of hidden storage there. Oh, very nice. And then lighting, we've got these lovely down lights. Most of the lighting throughout the property is by Delta Lighting. And then it's got the most beautiful ensuite. Oh, and a Duravit bath. This, I love this design, wow. And it's like a vaulted ceiling in here just to make it feel that little bit more spacious up here. White tiles, very, very nice. All right, well, I'm gonna meet you outside so we can explore the garden. So we've just come out of the gym and onto the very generous terrace. Wow, we've got little zones and areas which I like, little seating area, lots of room for some sun lounges when the sun comes out. We've got an outdoor barbecue, dining area, another lounge area. So if you are having a party, oh my goodness, this would be the place to do it. And of course, taking center stage is that swimming pool. I would be in there every day during the summer. And then it gives a fantastic perspective of the rear of the property here, and that zinc clad extension really comes into its own, and you can see just how much additional living space that was added here. Absolutely amazing, and it's been very sympathetically done to the original character and facade of the house. And then we've got this beautiful landscaped garden, immaculately kept. It feels very tranquil and serene here. Honestly, I do feel like I could be on some kind of retreat. It's like a sanctuary here. And I like that you have to walk down into the garden, and it's, you know, it creates depth and makes it feel even more like a hideaway. Not that you need to hide from anyone, that you are not overlooked at all. It's really private. And we've got bamboo over this side, and this side, a cypress-lined pathway that takes you down to the playground and the tennis courts. I really want to go see that, come on. So not only has it got tennis courts, it looks like they are set up here for football and basketball. Well, I hope you've enjoyed looking around this house as much as I have. It's absolutely gorgeous, both outside and inside. If you have enjoyed it, then give the video a like, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and if you've got a luxury property that you'd like us to come and visit, then get in touch and I could be touring it very soon. Well, I'll see you in the next video. Hi everyone, it's Hannah and welcome to the Luxury Home Show. Today I'm going to be showing you around this gorgeous 6-bedroom family home in Buckinghamshire and introducing you to its owners, Alex and Rob, who actually lived in the previous house on this plot for 10 years before demolishing it and creating this.